FIVB World Tour time, and after a week of grueling matchups, it's time for the final four, starting with Latvia and Brazil for a place in this afternoon's final, live from OLSZTYN in Poland. Well, hello there and a warm welcome to this lovely lakeside town of OLSZTYN, where we have an absolute epic encounter coming up for you. It's Latvia and Brazil. Alexander Samoilovs and Smedins up against Guto and Saymon from Brazil. And nobody knows which way that this one is going to go. Samoilovs and Smedins were on fire last night. As we can see the weather conditions, very sunny, already 30 degrees outside this morning. In a week that's been a little bit of a mixture weather-wise. 100km/h winds. Batman and Superman show that they're a fan of the FIVB World Tour. And there's big support out there for Latvia this morning. Lots of supporters making the short journey. To Poland from Latvia. Samoilovs and Smedins, the two-time European champions. 2015 in Klagenfurt was their year. Guto and Saymon, a team that are fastly improving on the FIVB World Tour. We'll be hoping to cause a little bit of an upset. As we get ready for the introductions.
First semi-final of the OLSZTYN Grand Slam 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the referees. First referee, Mr. Giovanni Bake from Republic of South Africa.
Giovanni Bake, the man on the stand. Rico Satomi, the referee on the sand. Barbosa and Guto playing in their final four on the FIVB World Tour. It's Latvia that we're going to meet first. The Lion King first out the traps for this one. 31 years old. 6'5", will be doing most of the defending, and his partner, Smedins, comes to join his partner on the show court. Smedins, the Olympic bronze medalist from London. This team are coming good at just the right time. Guto from Brazil. 6'1", the defender will be fast, he will be consistent. And his partner, Saymon, 6'7", the heavy-handed machine. Former World Under-21 champion. Like always, the Brazilians are very well travelled and very well supported. Brazil coming into this one having beaten Evandro and Pedro, who aren't having their best of seasons. They also beat the informed O'Gorman and Pedlo from Canada, Russia. They lost to United States, but they also beat Spain. And also Smedins' younger brother, Tom, in the first round. Smedins will serve with topspin jump serve to start things off, and that's a nice cut shot. from Saymon. Latvia jumping in, trying to block the angle. First point of the game. No surprise that Samoilovs is the target of the serve. Cut shot of his own. Too precise for Guto. Latvia, well, they lost the first game to Russia against Koshkarev and Bikhanov, but since then they've been in fine form. They've beaten Greece, Karambula and Ranieri of Italy, Loyola and Ricardo from Brazil, Herrera Gavira, and then last night they were on fine form against Alvaro and Victor Felipe. They run the two ball a lot, they run the ball wide. Brazil make a second touch attack, but Smedins makes an outrageous defensive play. The southpaw Smedins can't find sand though. Chance for Brazil again. Data defense from Samoilovs. This game has started on fire. Outstanding from both sides, but it's Brazil and Guto that finds sand. This is exactly the sort of rally that everyone in here this morning was expecting. Fast-paced, both teams trying to kill the ball at the earliest possible stage. I think we're in for a bit of a classic encounter. The Lion King is way downtown here, but he manages to find sand. Way off the net, the Lion King, but Saymon's block stays up. Smedins fires off the radar. Really played well yesterday, Yanis Smedins. Hit a lot of plays on two. Took real control over the game. Just wide from the 22-year-old Guto. Both teams trying to attack with real service pressure. Fast defense from Latvia. Jumbo knuckle, long. Samoilovs, frustration from Latvia. Interesting body language from the Latvians as Brazil run off at the change of ends. They do look to do that, Latvia. They try and speed the play up when they're completely in control. The pass was very low from Samoilovs. The set was wide and fast, but Samoilovs was in a little bit early. Maybe he wanted that set a little bit higher. Smedins from the right side. Tries to fade one away. But right in the face of Saymon. Saymon's trying to get in the Latvian's face at all times here. The block trying to take time and space away from the spiker. It's a cannon from the baseline. Smedins with the tricolour. Out of system here, Brazil's great recovery, setting though. But Samoilovs, a little bit of role reversal. We've seen Smedins at the net, doing most of the blocking so far, but Samoilovs makes Latvia's first kill block. We're tied at fives here. It's been a fast-paced start. The winner of this game will play the winner of another mouth-watering clash between Gib Patterson, Alisson and Bruno later on this afternoon. The Lion King from out wide beats the blocker down the line. Just play that wide play to try and outrun the blocker and then beat him with the spike down the line. Nice stuff from Latvia. Oh, the flipper from Brazil keeps the ball alive. Line King from well off the net though, so a second chance for Brazil to side out. Samoilovs at full stretch with an incredible dig. Dummy 2-ball from Brazil. Saymon finds the sand on the third attempt. There is some unbelievable plays so far. Smedins going late in the block on the angle. Nowhere near that one. Saymon goes way, way long. Both teams really still trying to find their rhythm, I feel here. Some missed serves. Each team trying to put their opposition under as much pressure from the baseline as they can. Saymon the target, this time from the middle. Lion King's up in the block. Wow, what an angle that is from Saymon, the 6'7" Brazilian blocker. Good luck trying to dig this one, Latvia. Unstoppable stuff. Samoilovs deciding to stay a little bit closer to Smedins there. We don't see that a lot from Samoilovs. He usually chooses to hit that wide ball to the pin, but good decision. Runs the block inside as well and tools off of him and takes the point. Smedins, the jack in the box, pops up but can't claim the kill. Similar style of matchup from yesterday. Lots of flair, lots of physicality from both sides. And more missed serves. Guto's time to side out. It's been Saymon that's been under most of the pressure so far. Sorry, Guto shoots high line. Too high for Samoilovs, too fast for Smedins. Just a change of tactics from the Latvians. Realise that Saymon is finding some good rhythm at the net within his side out. Dummy 2 play this time from Latvia, wide ball and a snap back. Full of flair and full of creativity, this Latvian team. Just a little snap of the wrist on the cut shot, good enough to take the points. Intriguing stuff here in Poland for a place in the gold medal match. Guto did his job, so the serve goes back to Saymon. Just impossible to defend against anything at that power, that area of court, that last sort of half a meter to a meter. Good luck, Samoilovs. It's high on him, it's always too high to get the dig. 11-10, Brazil, well, they're just in front in this one, just sneaking into the lead. But nobody knows, really, which way this one's going to go just yet. in the mix. Smedins, whose jump serve fiery yesterday, really aggressive, struggled to find quite the same rhythm this morning. More wide plays from Latvia, more spikes down the line from Smedins. Outruns the play, sorry, outruns the blocker. Frustration for Saymon. He knows he got beaten by the width and the pace of the set. Just concentrate on fixing his line in the block. Saymon again. This time decides to chip, but Smedins is there waiting for it. Smedins just from Latvia. They had a little bit of luck off the net and a little bit of love from the line. Set's just a little bit inside, so it's a struggle for Smedins to get his feet to the ball, but just look at the outside of the tape. 2 in a row for Latvia at a good time. Smooth from Guto. Not been asked many questions so far, but when he has, we've seen a high line, then we see him park his feet inside the ball and hit the seam. Speaking to Canada earlier in the week, they said that Guto has everything in the book. 2 plays from Latvia, no surprise there. Say that Guto likes to hit the seam, he likes to come in and shoot. He's always playing a guessing game, trying to play defense against the Brazilian team here. Smedins with that liquid arm. Ace from Brazil. Heavy-handed jump serve from Saymon. Powerful but precise as well, beating Samoilovs down the line. The ball always the favourite to win that battle. Celebrations for Brazil. They know how important a good run of serves are right now at this moment in time. Lion King from the middle of court. Oh, off the face of Saymon. Nose block. Saymon is starting to get on top of Samoilovs here. 1 ace. And then 1 headshot. Shows how high he is when he can block with his face. Frustration for Latvia and the Lion King. Smiles, and maybe a little bit of pain for Brazil. This time the serve's out. Saymon just trying to replicate that last serve where he beat Samoilovs down the line. Interesting phase of the game again. And Samoilovs really needs to stay confident. That might help. No, it's a touch off the block and out, or no net. The referee saying no touch from the block, suggesting that the ball hit the net and then went straight out of play. Saymon a little bit quizzical here, asking Samoilovs his opinion on the matter. Samoilovs says no way. I think he's right. The only person's opinion that matters is the first referee. Pleading innocence. Mr. Samoilovs. Saymon. Smedins plucks that from nowhere and then delivers in offense. Janis Smedins keeps calm, keeps his nerve to put Latvia back in front. If this game hasn't whet your appetite, then I don't know what will. Beach volleyball's had a bit of everything. Smedins again parks and makes another dig, but this time the ball goes over, so a second chance for Brazil. Taken from Saymon. This game, a repeat of the Rio Open semi-finals where Samoilovs and Smedins won 2-0, but it was really the tournament where Saymon and Guto made a name for themselves last year. This one looks to be a bit closer. Oh, straight down. Saymon looks to the stand with a big glare on his face because he knows that he has the Lion King exactly where he wants him. He's taming Samoilovs here, Saymon, much to the delight of the Brazilian fans. Samoilovs struggling to side out. He's well off the net. Drops one short, but that's extremely well read from Guto. Second touch maybe from Samoilovs. He has a little look, but he jump sets to the pin. 2 in a row from Saymon. Huge celebrations. 2 huge blocks in a row. Means Latvia have taken a timeout. The 2 times where Samoilovs has wanted to really go to town and swing hard, Saymon's been waiting for him in the block. Timeout Latvia. They're feeling the heat in Poland.
Przed nami pamiętajcie o nagrywach głowy, pamiętajcie o wodzie, trzeba się wchodzić, trzeba zbierać siły na następne mecze, ale teraz klaszczemy. W dalszym ciągu dopingujemy siatkarzy. Najważniejsze fragmenty pierwszego seta przed nami.
Still have Samoilovs under pressure here. 3 in a row from Saymon. Jumps into the angle. Goes late, pops up from nowhere and rains down pain on the Lion King. A 3-point game now. Brazil are well in charge again. Frustration for Smedins. You can see that he's just a passenger right now. There's not a lot he can do to help his partner out. Can he go on 2? Yes, he does go on 2 and takes the point. No surprise from Smedins to try and release the pressure on Samoilovs. Pass is slightly more central. Smedins has a little look and then puts the ball away. This game has everything. Saymon, can he side out for a set point? Yes, he can. No respect for the block. Powers on through Smedins' hands. Set point for Guto and Saymon. Trying to beat Samoilovs down the line again, but that's an exceptional pass to stay in the set. Samoilovs, that's one way to build confidence. Go hard or go home from Samoilovs. 1 set point saved. Can't block everything, Mr. Saymon. Side out for the set for Brazil. And they take it, deservedly so. Celebrations to the fans. Saymon and Guto looking for their first gold medal. What to start hitting the sharp one away from the defender. Saymon has really been the defining factor here. 21-18, and the one key moment that sticks with me is 3 blocks in a row from Brazil at the end of that first set that really let them run away with it. Smedins still on fine form here, but as we said before, just a bit of a bystander in this one. Samoilovs that's feeling all of the pressure, the man in your picture. Saymon is playing like a man possessed, siding out, jump serving aces, and making copious amounts of blocks. They're ready to go again here, and I think Samoilovs' consistency here is going to be so key. Smedins goes on 2, a tactic that this Latvian team really do thrive on. Guto, who's sided out every ball so far. Smedins on the run. Well done, Yanis Smedins, to keep that ball in play. The deep dig is a good one from Samoilovs, but surely Guto should take the point, and he does. Lots of heart from the Latvians through that rally. Guto goes off the left hand of Samoilovs. Ace from Saymon. He is taking this game away from the Latvians today, serving, blocking, and siding out. In what is a very competitive Brazilian program, Saymon is swimming very nicely. That time the ball flies out the back. Lion King stays still and makes the dig, but Saymon in the form he's in should put this one away. Well, the Lion King again. First time digging the hard-driven ball. Second time he's all over the shot. Third time though, Guto with a little bit of an unorthodox snap down the line. Samoilovs, even though he's a little bit under pressure and not his usual self, he's working so hard to try and make things right for Latvia here, but he can't side out again. Samoilovs goes for the sharp angle, but can only find Guto. Great ball control, just a little touch in defense. Better from Samoilovs. This Brazilian team yet to make a Grand Slam final. They've won an Open already. Latvia, on the other hand, have 7 gold medals and 5 silvers in the FIVB World Tour. More joy for Brazil. Samoilovs and Smedins winning in Antalya earlier on in the season, but it's been in the Grand Slams and the Major Series where they've struggled to hit top form. The 17th and the 9th so far. this is their best result as they build towards the Rio Olympics. Obviously, Guto and Saymon being from the competitive nation that is Brazil. Unfortunately, won't be representing this year. Nice from Samoilovs. They are a team very much on the rise. It's not the first time we've seen the Lion King try and beat the outside hand of the blocker. Knows there's a little bit of space there. It's not quite finishing the block. Latvia are struggling. They can't make blocks or defense plays off of Saymon, so they give the ball to Guto, but Guto hits the line, then he comes back to the seam. Really has got everything. Smedins on 2. Guto makes life look exceedingly easy. Oh, here we go. Samoilovs is very frustrated with first referee Giovanni Bake. Is there a touch on the block? Doesn't look like Smedins touched it. Can understand why he might be a little bit agitated here, or maybe off the right-hand side of his forearm. Boos and hisses from the crowd, but the point goes the way of Brazil. Smedins on 2, but he goes with the jump set instead. But Saymon is there. He's chasing yet another decision, Saymon. Flair from Smedins. And when you're talking about games of inches, this right here with the jump set just held the block long enough to make the side out. Good serving from Latvia. And this is what you have to admire about Yanis Smedins. He is taking matters into his own hands here. Hitting on 2, dummying the second ball and jump setting and serving absolute bombs. The little smuggler from Guto sneaks it into the sideline. Smedins in system. Ouch. Smedins unleashes on Saymon. Saymon doesn't fancy blocking. The Latvian left armour punished for that decision. Serve goes back to Saymon. It's just frustration really for Latvia because the Brazilian side-out play, every time they're receiving serve, they're finding sand. Minimal digs and blocks from Latvia. Wide ball high line for Samoilovs, who is finding some confidence here in OLSZTYN. Samoilovs! That could be a game changer for Latvia. He jumps in late to the angle, starts on the line. Saymon thought that the angle was open, but no way. Samoilovs goes late and takes it away from Brazil. Reverse play, bit of a change. Good stuff from Brazil. Saymon knew that he got blocked the last time, and what he didn't want to do is create the same situation again. So he takes the reverse set and causes confusion in the Latvian camp. ace again from Saymon. Twice we've seen him open up fire to the line of Samoilovs. Ball goes past him, he swings his arms. Ball disappears into the stadium. Cheers from the Latvian fans. We go to the technical timeout. Brazil lead here, 11-10.
Mazury Grand Slam Olsztyn 2016. Na sportowe emocje i dobrą zabawę zapraszają prezydent Olsztyna Piotr Grzymowicz, marszałek województwa Gustaw Marek Brzezin oraz prezes Polskiego Związku Piłki Siatkowej Jacek Kasprzyk. No i zapraszam nas również Mikołaj Kopernik, który był wczoraj na deklaracji i dziś, z tego co wiadomo, ma to przed znowu. Ale to dopiero po 16. Bawimy się dalej, drodzy Państwo, przypominam, że bezpośrednio po tym spotkaniu drugi mecz półfinałowy, w którym Brazylijczycy, mistrzowie świata, Alisson i Bruno zmierzą się ze świetną...
As we join the back seat of the Brazilian smart car. Seems to be quite a joyous ride for Brazil in this OLSZTYN Grand Slam. Just keep improving. Everything in this one is about Samoilovs. Just when Samoilovs makes a kill block, gains a little bit of confidence in his side-out play, as we look at the beautiful views over OLSZTYN. Brazil knocking back down a peg. Guto sides out. Jumps late to the line, Smedins, but doesn't close his block. 2-point game. They're not quite on their last life yet, Latvia, but this won't help. But luckily, Samoilovs stays put at the net. Quite a passive swing down the line, easy for Guto, but maybe a poor decision from Saymon to turn and try and put that one away. The Lion King was waiting to pounce. A bit of line serving of their own from Latvia. Samoilovs doesn't need to get involved this time. Precision from the baseline from Smedins. And again, it just proves how important service pressure is in the context of the game. Going for your serves, putting the opposition under pressure. This time Saymon's the target. Chance for Smedins to set up in defense. Samoilovs is wiped off. Good change of speed from Brazil. Samoilovs tries to chase that one with his right hand, but to no avail. Bullets from Saymon. Wide plays from Latvia. Chopping the ball around from Smedins. Tantalising stuff. Short ball, just a change from Latvia, and it's a very good change because Smedins pops up from nowhere to swat Guto. Latvia take the lead again. Short ball on Saymon. Is a problem for Brazil, isn't it, that short serve? We might see a few more of those as this game progresses. At At 6'7", it's very difficult to maneuver yourself to read that short serve and then pass with rhythm. Samoilovs is back to being aggressive, and he's back to scoring points. Speaking to Smedins yesterday, speaking about how they wanted to get back to top form for Rio. They're not having all their own way here, but this is one of their best results of the season for sure. Saymon from the left side. Samoilovs does get the clamp, but second chance for Brazil because the cover's so good. Smedins goes early, leaves the space on the angle. Guto puts the ball away. Look at the reactions from Saymon. Good DIY from the Brazilian blocker. Funny sometimes how spikers are better at covering their own hits than their partners. Smedins on the reverse plate. And it works. The smaller Latvian trying to run his Brazilian opponent all over the net. Saymon with the roll shot, Lion King with the dig. Chance for Latvia here, put away. 2-point game. Now, tiebreak looks very favourable. Uncompromising play from Latvia. It's taken a while, but Samoilovs and Smedins have started to heat up here. Timeout, Brazil. First time we've seen them have to head back to the dugouts. Latvia are back where they wanted to be the whole set. Samoilovs has had his character tested here in Poland. He has been put under pressure. The whole way through this game. Smedins has been a delightful wingman. It looks like it's starting to pay off. Brazil play pinball, reverse set to the opposite pin. Always too wide for Saymon, always reaching away from that one. Latvia, from nowhere, they've played second best the whole way through this one. Are coming good. Not this time from Samoilovs, but as the old saying goes, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. Latvia are getting better as this one goes on. Pumped up Saymon, isn't he? On two, no, not this time. Wide ball, high line. Loves that, Samoilovs. The wider the set, the more that the defender has to park around and protect the angle. That allows more space over the top of the blocker, utilised from Samoilovs. Guto looking for a side out. It's a high cut shot. was blocking angle, taking the cross-court late for Latvia. Leaving a big gap behind him. Smedins is the target here. Easy for Smedins. I think maybe the main reason for Latvia changing the serve to Smedins is because Saymon was running through to block, and Latvia do love this two-ball, especially when the blocker's serving. Set point for Latvia. Looks like we're going to a tie-break here in OLSZTYN. Short serve on Saymon. That's worked for Latvia before today, but not this time. Good footwork, nice line from Smedins in the block, but he's too high at 6'7", Saymon. Samoilovs needing one to go to a tie-break. There we go. We are going to a tie-break in OLSZTYN. Latvia looked like they were dead and buried at one point through this game. After Saymon and Guto took the first set, the 2015 European champions are back on level terms. Samoilovs is growing back into this semi-final. Remember, the winner will play the winner of Gib Patterson and Alison Bruno. All to play for here.
Wielkie brawa za tę sztukę, którą prezentują nam wspaniałe liderki z Sopotu. Jeszcze do nas wrócą. A to są pytanie do kibiców. Kto wygrać?
We are almost ready to reload here in a race to 15 for a place in the gold medal match. Smedins at full stretch in defense, trying to put Latvia on the scoreboard first. Tight to the net, Smedins should block this. No, it goes over the top. Smart customer is Guto. Lion King really did struggle through the first and the early stages of the second set, Samoilovs. Got pinned down his line by some good jump serving from Saymon. But he's now starting to come back to this party and flourish. Smedins going late in the block again. Touch off the block, maybe? I think so. No arguments from Smedins. Touch off the hand, my mistake. Interesting. Saymon is attacking Samoilovs with the jump serve again, but where he really worked Samoilovs out was serving straight down the line. Batman and Superman, for the first time, probably feel helpless in the crowd. Saymon looks like a man with something to prove. High and wide. Phenomenal reactions from Saymon. Very difficult as a blocker to jump, land, turn and react to this short line. Quirky shots from Samoilovs. Saymon does what he does best, goes all out. Jump 7 from left to right. Smedins is the target. Well out of town, Latvia, but that's a phenomenal set to get them back in system. Phenomenal out of system setting from Samoilovs to get his body back behind the ball and guide the ball into the window of Smedins. Sure, he was very thankful for that one. Tries to swing angle again. There must have been a touch off the block because Samoilovs has to turn and hit that one. Smedins with outstanding bit of defense, but it's just wide. Saymon doing a bit of a party boy before going to block. Both Brazilians really being aggressive with their jump serves. Surprise, surprise, there's nothing between the two teams. Short serve from Latvia on Saymon. 2 or 3 times we've seen him try and whip the ball back on the cut shot from the short serve. Struggles to get out and he just moves his upper body round to guide the ball down. Nice play from Brazil. More wide play from Latvia. Cut shots this time from Latvia, but Guto is reading it like a book, but that swap block from Smedins is late, but it's disastrous for Brazil. Smedins, the jack in the box, pops out to play. Goes late on purpose to try and swat that ball back, and boy, oh boy, does he do it well. Latvia are all over everything. Samoilovs goes late in the block again. He gets a touch to slow the game down. Gives Smedins time. Look at that, Smedins. Like a sand panther on patrol on the backcourt. Guto scurrying. It's quite late getting up to go back to his defensive position. He starts quite narrow, Guto. Delicate from Smedins. Anywhere else, Guto would have had half a chance. What reactions from Guto? Agonisingly close to what would have been play of the day. Smedins with another block. Just stays still, Guto. Holds his position and reads the play so well, but cannot convert his opportunity. Let's take nothing away from Smedins, though. He's produced two very fine blocks, one going late, time going much earlier. No block this time. Saymon loves that area of court, doesn't he? Sharp in front of the defender. No defender there that time, though, but sharp swing. Two ball from Latvia causes every team problems. They do it to upset the rhythm of the blocker. Means the blocker has to keep watching the setup. Saymon fires wide. Mr. Consistent throughout set one. Under pressure, starting. Well, Latvia are starting to pick holes in his game. Timeout called. 10-8 to Latvia. Smash and grab stuff from the 2015 European champions.
Bruno, Oskar Schmidt, James Patterson, Jason Gibbs. They with us, the US. Samoilovs. Remisuje będzie. Wracamy do gry. Łotwa, Brazylia, finalne serdecznie po przerwie. Teraz głos należy do Moskiewicza.
The crowd are trying to give Alexander Samoilovs and Janis Smedins an extra 10%. As close to playing at home as you can get for the team in red. Reverse play, Guto from the left. Then just the variation in play is going to disrupt the opposition's plan and tactic to set up. Wide play this time for Samoilovs, hits the seam. Guto with the dramatic full stretch dive to the left that gets beaten to the right. We are still at a two-point game here in Poland, and we are entering the most exciting stage of this semi-final. Winner will go on and play for gold. Who's it going to be, Brazil or Latvia? Saymon with another hitting error. The crowd sense victory here for Latvia. Two hitting errors in a row from the big Brazilian left-sider. And that is well wide of the mark. The Lion King, who was questioned, interrogated by Brazil in the first set. Will now maybe have the last laugh. Saymon needs to make up for the hitting errors with his serve. Chases into block. Samoilovs, it's out, but he's sure there's a touch off the block. Samoilovs is really agitated here. Desperation from the Latvian left-sider. Smedins is still arguing the toss with the first referee. The point goes to Brazil. Oh, it's so close. Is there a deflection? There might just be off the fourth finger. They certainly have a case, Latvia. Regardless, we're back to just 1 point. Saymon makes another error. And for somebody who started so well and so consistent, Saymon has just taken his foot off the accelerator at the most important time. Maybe a little bit of experience. For the ace from Smedins. There's experience from Smedins. Under pressure, goes for the serve, deep middle, causing confusion in the camp of Brazil. Hubby and wife serve from Janis Smedins. Smash and grab stuff, as Latvia have set point and match point in Poland. From coming from a set down, where they were still not at their best through the second, Latvia. They found their way and put pressure on Brazil. Saymon finds sand to save 1 match point for the young Brazilians. Samoilovs, second chance for Latvia. There it is, the Lion King puts Latvia through to the gold medal match, and look how much it means to him. He knows he was under fire from Guto and Saymon, but boy oh boy did he come good. Smedins, ever consistent, ever effective for Latvia. The fans who have made the journey are on their feet and they are celebrating. Guto and Saymon, well, heartbreak for them to make their first Grand Slam final. But it's Latvia, Samoilovs and Smedins that take this one 2-1, 15-12 in the tie-break set. Some phenomenal plays. Guto did all he could. Frozen out of the game for large periods of time from the Latvians. This man, Samoilovs, that really struggled for form early on, but he came good. And look at the reactions from the 2015 European champions. It's Samoilovs and Smedins that go through to the gold medal match. And we're going to go down courtside to hear from our Latvian #1 team.
Great match against a tough young team. What was the key in the third set when you broke them?
Oh, in third set, 1 ace and some good blocks and defense. But we didn't get enough points, and we just get more lucky than the Brazil guys in third. That's why we won. And because of our fans, they're cheering us for us, and we cannot lose. We push out all of us.
Guys, this is your best Grand Slam major finish this year. What is the difference now compared to the last couple weeks?
Yeah, because we were preparing for Olympics, so we're a little bit down physically. So at the beginning of the season, we didn't have quite good results, and I think now our physical conditions are going up, and but I hope not too early.
What about the next match? You can play another Brazilian, be your third or fourth, or the Americans. Who do you want to win?
I don't know, they both can play very good volleyball, we'll see. For us, it doesn't matter, we are more concentrated for our own game. That's why it's who will be stronger, we will play against them.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you very much.
Celebrations for Alexander Samoilovs and Janis Smedins. They qualify for the gold medal match this afternoon in 3 sets, winning in the tiebreak 15-12. They're playing with confidence, flair, and creativity. And as you heard, there is a big focus on their own game. Who will they play? Well, we're yet to know that one. We're going to leave you with some highlights from what was a quite epic encounter here in Poland. But from us, for now, it's goodbye.